recognizes what the objective is, which is zero emissions by 2050.
The City of Winnipeg is taking steps towards a zero-emission future after a council committee approved a multi-billion-dollar roadmap last week. The report is called the Community Energy Investment Roadmap, which outlines a series of targets to reduce emissions in 5 different sectors. It also provides recommendations to make this plan achievable.
It is achievable if we all work together on it. And I think as the public, we need to recognize that it's absolutely necessary.
The report focuses mainly on Winnipeg's 2 largest emitters, transportation and natural gas heating. The roadmap outlines requirements for all new car and passenger truck sales to be zero emission by 2035 and recommends making transit fully electric by the same year. As for homes, businesses, and industrial buildings, the challenge is keeping these places heated without the use of gas. Curt Hull from Climate Change Connection says there are ways to do this.
The first thing, deep energy retrofits for our buildings. We need to make our buildings more efficient. We have to make sure that the new buildings are as efficient as they can be. They should be net zero right off the bat. And then to make the heating of buildings as efficient as possible, we need to use heat pumps.
The plan suggests all residential buildings built before 1980 be retrofitted by 2035, with remaining homes retrofitted by 2050. As for commercial and industrial buildings, the goal is to have them rely on electric pumps by 2050. But how much is this all going to cost? The report says the roadmap will be around a $23 billion investment over the next 28 years, which will be about 1% of Manitoba's GDP every year. Hull says it's a lot of money, but it will be worth it.
If we do achieve the energy efficiencies in our buildings, for example, our energy costs go down.
The Government of Canada already has a plan in place to have net zero emissions by 2050, with cities like Vancouver, Toronto, and Halifax already having initiatives of their own as well. But Hull says this plan separates itself from the others by providing a specific target of zero emissions and then develops a plan to reduce fossil fuel dependence to zero.
We're actually going to have to invest some effort and money into this thing, but the benefit outweighs the investment.
But in order to achieve this goal by 2050, Hull says it needs to be a team effort.
Efficiency Manitoba, Manitoba Hydro, the Manitoba government, the federal government, businesses have to be involved, and the general public needs to get on board to say, yeah, this is something I want to pursue and I want to get behind. That's what we need.
In Winnipeg, Alex Karpa, City News.
In 1 minute on City News.